Hello friends! Welcome back to Health Highlights, where I spend the time learning about all things health and bring you the highlights. Today I'm going to describe the experience I had with the Core Restore Liver Detox program. This detox was recommended by my doctor, so I agreed to do it. Let's dive right into my experience. The Core Restore Liver Detox includes a powder that contains nutrients that you mix in water or almond or coconut milk and drink twice a day for a week. There are also capsules you start taking on the third day to help flush toxins out. The first 2 days it is recommended to fast, which is where you don't eat anything but the powder put in water or almond or coconut milk twice a day. You can have green and herbal tea too. No coffee the entire week. Starting on day 3, you begin eating food again, but need to follow a clean diet. They have a list of do's and don'ts to eat. Mainly a lot of fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, meat, such as grass-fed, grass-finished beef, wild-caught fish, and pasture-raised chicken. You are to stay as organic as possible to limit pesticides and herbicides, for example. The instruction booklet also has great recipes to eat while on the detox. I was afraid I would be hungry the first 2 days not eating food. I have done a 36-hour fast twice and got through it pretty well, but that was with ingesting nothing but water, coffee, tea, and salt water. Those things tamper hunger. I thought this powder with nutrients would stimulate my hunger, and the 2 days would be torturous. I also didn't like the idea of giving up coffee for a week, but it was only a week, and I could still have green tea. So I picked a date, and I was ready to start. I started on a Wednesday because the instructions stated the hardest time would be after a couple days where you may not feel your best, so it is better to have that on the weekend instead of during your busy week. The morning started off pretty good. I had 2 cups of green tea. Around 10:30 I started to get a headache. I didn't think much of it at first, but it gradually got worse. I also started having no energy and feeling terrible. I thought, is this caffeine withdrawals? How could it be? I had 2 cups of green tea. After doing some calculations, I realized I had about a fourth of the caffeine I normally have on a daily basis. I was in caffeine withdrawals. It was really bad. It felt flu-like, and I would have thought I had the flu, except that is how the symptoms are described on Google. I could barely drive home from work that day and had to go straight to bed. The next day I felt better, but not good, and had to go straight to bed after work that day too. I did not miss eating food because I felt so horrible. Friday I was feeling better, not 100%, but better. I did eat food that day, which helped me feel better too, I believe. Saturday and Sunday I felt worn down, but could still function. The weekend definitely wasn't my worst. It is suggested not to work out during the detox, which is good advice. I did feel as if my body were stressed, and that it was best not to stress it anymore with anything. Monday I was better, not 100%, but probably 80%, and Tuesday I continued to improve and was probably at 90%. Tuesday was dinner with the in-laws. I was tempted to just eat what they were eating for dinner, but decided not to so I could finish strong. This was an excellent decision because it took that 7th day to rid me of my sugar cravings. Just the day before, cookies were distributed at work to show employee appreciation, and they looked so good. It was hard for me not to eat them. So I saved mine, thinking I'll eat them Wednesday. But when Wednesday came, I realized how good I felt and that I didn't have a craving for sweets. I thought, I'll just save the cookies and eat them when I do crave sweets. Well, it's been 3 weeks since I started the detox and I'm still eating clean. No processed food or sugar. I feel great and have some go-to desserts when I'd like something sweet that are only sweetened with fruit. Because my taste buds have reset, these desserts hit my sweet spot. I am making an effort to keep eating this way because I know how addictive processed food and sugar are, and once I eat it, I will be hooked again, having a very hard time resisting them. I just love how I feel now and want to keep it going. That is my motivation. Oh, and also my eczema on my hand cleared up. I am excited to continue this way of eating and see what else heals. To top it off, I lost 5 pounds. I would think any detox program would help you break the sugar and processed food addiction, and I would encourage you to try it. Just make sure to discuss it first with your doctor and wean off of the caffeine ahead of time. so your withdrawals aren't so bad. It hit me so hard that I'm now drinking decaf coffee in the morning. It really bothered me how addicted and dependent my body was to the caffeine. I had no idea because I drank coffee every day. I am not sure if this is related or not, but the last week I have been sleeping deeper and have had more vivid dreams. I wonder if cleaning out the caffeine from my body and limiting my caffeine intake now has helped my sleep. I am interested to see if this is a lasting lifestyle or if I will go back to my old ways. Time will tell, but as long as I keep feeling so good, that is motivation for me to keep going. Thank you for joining me on our health journey together. Add a comment about your detox experiences. I'd love to see how they vary. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any health highlights. Until next time, here's to health.